gonna do it. I'm gonna whip it out, and everybody would be set my wife. And you don't want to know why? I want you to have a heart attack. You drop dead and die right here on the floor. Well, I get things all the time. I have to respect people that like when I'm stuck on now with copyright violations. And like it's just an AI bot. And I have to like sit in a response to like copy a hot plate and check. It's great, I swear. But one time they just shut my channel down. And I'm like, it took me a while to get it back too. And calling on the channel. But it's just the algorithm picks it up. No, bye. Testing, testing, testing. Mr. Morrison, how are you, sir? Never better, never better. Testing 246. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, hello. Yeah, they have the score warming up for them. But, yeah, it's good. Nice. Richie and Jack on the bench. Oh my! Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the morning edition, the Sunday brunch edition, the breakfast edition, ladies and gentlemen, the Breakfast Club for Norwich Hockey. As the Norwich Hockey Club back out on the ice, taking on once again the Somang Hockey Academy. First and foremost, we want to report some good news. Last night we all saw what happened, unfortunately, to one of our players, Elliot Vines. He got caught up in a completely accidental play in front of the opposition's net, and went down hard and actually went out on the stretcher. But good news is that he's okay as far as anything major goes. Nothing to the head, nothing to the spine. Sorry, I'm violating HIPAA, but whatever, get over it. Just don't want to report the good news. So we'll see. Hopefully he'll be back out there soon. Obviously not playing today, but nothing, thank God, too serious. It was mostly precautionary. Great job by the training staff and the first responders. So, Elliot, if you tuned in, I don't know if he's here today or if he's watching at home, but just so glad to hear that you're okay, buddy. And I also want to really say, and I know Preston also shares it with me, we watched the replay last night. It was completely accidental. Even though live, it looked horrific.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely looked really rough, but you can tell one of the Somang players just had his stick caught up in the net. And when you get that to happen, it takes you for the ride. You have no control over what you're doing or what your body's doing. And it was completely accidental. It's good to see that everyone's okay, though.
Yeah, I truly never seen anything like it. The defensive stick got caught right under when the crossbar and the post meet, and he was holding it straight out, and it just became very solid. Like basically, Elliott ended up getting clothesline and ran just right into it. But at first, it looked like it was intentional, and he did, and it was like, oh my god. But you go back to watch the end, it was so quick how it happened. It was really, and I really want to say it for the young man, and for his family, and for the organization, for everybody. It was just a hockey play, and it's just hockey's just you're playing at 30 miles an hour, with sticks and walls and a variety of other dangerous things out there. It just is what it is. So thank God Elliot is okay as far as anything serious goes, and I just want to say for the young man involved that it was a complete accident. I think that's important. Anyway, we got a game to play today here, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic game last night, Preston. It ended 2-2. There was about 3 minutes left when that happened. and then the ambulance had to come, so they just pulled the game, which I thought was the right thing. I think it'd be kind of difficult to get back out there and keep playing when you don't know the condition of your teammate. And so the game ended 2-2 last night. But I thought, in my opinion, it was the best I've seen Norwich look in a year, and it was the best hockey game back and forth that we saw all year. What do you think, Chris? I was encouraged. It was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams had their feet moving, and at no point did either teams let off the gas. They were both putting their 110% into the game, and either one of those teams could have come away with the win, but it had to end early. So, but hopefully we get to see what happens here today. Hopefully we get the same amount of intensity, same play style, and see what happens.
Absolutely. I'm expecting nothing less between these two fine organizations. Somang, excuse me, as we say Somang, wearing their black sweaters today with the logo, the red shoulders, with the design inside the shoulders, and black and red socks. And Norwich wearing their beautiful home white sweaters. I love the Norwich white sweaters. Norwich across the front, red and gray shoulders, gray numbers with red trim, red shorts, white socks with gray and red stripes. We'll see who's going to get the start in between the pipes. It's going to be Oliver Lee or Connor Myers in between the pipes today. And a great job by the Norwich Hockey Academy as they've got the Seahawks squirts out there with them today. You see them on the bench there. That's our squirt team right there, our home team. The Southeastern Connecticut Seahawks. Both my son and my daughter played there. Preston played there for many years. This year was finished out his last season with the U16 half season. So those are our little guys and gals out there. And they look up to the Norwich boys, I'll tell you, and they do a great job. The Norwich Hockey Club reached out to the community. As you see the little guys getting on the ice now. McAuliffe and Williams out there. I know these names well. Freeman. I have the privilege of broadcasting the Seahawks games as well, along with Preston. Solomon. Burridge. Joey gets it, the cooker, DeCola. Holt, the goalkeeper, McAuliffe. I don't want to miss anybody. Out there? Harrell. The two boys on the end there, the lads on the end. As soon as they turn around, I think that's Littlefield.
It is Littlefield.
Freeman on the end. Okay. So good to see our Spurt organization out there with the big boys. So we're going to have the starting lineups for each organization, the national anthems, and then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got your mimosa poured. I hope you got your bagels locked up and ready to go. It's brunch time hockey. It doesn't get any better than this Sunday morning brunch here at the Rose Garden. Part 2, continuing the story from last night. So since there was no winner, kind of feels like one big elongated game. All right, we'll turn it over to the PA announcer.
Gardens Ice Arena for today's game against Somang versus our Norwich Hockey Club.
And today, Somang's lineup. Left wing, number 48, Charles Merrigan.
Charles Merrigan getting the start. Number 48.
Center, number 9, Oliver Page.
Oliver Page, number 9. He had a good game last night.
And ladies and gentlemen, right playing, number 72, Mr. John Robinson.
Larry Saltman. Getting a fantastic announcement from the
On defense, number 86, Artur Baron.
Baron.
Number 94, Maury Poole.
Maury Poole.
And starting early, number 80,
Christopher Martin getting the start in between the pipes, number 80.
And now our Norwich Hockey Club starting lineup. For left wing, number 21,
Donovan Burke, number 21.
Number 13,
Daniel Morrison.
Right wing, number 94,
Connor Dempsey had that beautiful goal last night.
Number 90, Nicholas Bell.
Okay, Cornelius Bell, TV.
Number 77, Marcus Amicio.
Marcus, none of that sneaking with there, Amizal.
Number 31,
And Oliver Lee getting a start in between the pipes. Whoever this guy is doing the PA announcing, he's got to do it forever. He's fantastic. Excellent job, young man, whoever that was.
Now, if you're able, please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthems.
All right, national anthem time. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All the ceremonies are out of the way. The introductions out of the way. The songs out of the way. Now, there's simply nothing left to do but drop the puck and play hockey. It's the best time of day. It's game time, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Rose Garden. So raise up that mimosa, perhaps that Bloody Mary if you're feeling aggressive at home. Take a bite out of the bagel, get it on the big screen, get the surround sound set, get the mood lighting, the candles, whatever you got to do. We are about ready to get underway here between the Norwich Hockey Club and Somang Hockey Academy. Last night's game, like I said, was absolutely fantastic. Loved it. Loved the pace. I'm expecting nothing less here today. A little bit different of a lineup here for Norwich today. Looks like they're pretty much the same lineup for Somang. All right. Morrison arrives for work. Punches the clock. The ref drops the puck, and we are underway here from the Rose Garden. We're playing 15-minute periods here today. We had a little bit of a late start. Fire alarm went off earlier. We had to evacuate the building. Dempsey letting the shot go right off the shoulder there of Martin. First shot on goal goes to Norwich. And quickly now, back the other way. Down the right wing. And sent in. Amazial will give chase. Lee plays it off into the corner. Nice hit there in the corner. There by Morrison. Comes around now, hard around right on the stick of Burke. Burke tried to get it out. Cross-ice pass. Didn't connect there. Somang on the back check. Blocked it, and here comes Page. Down the left wing, off the side of the net. Behind the net it goes now. Carrying the puck, looking for help. Nice job there as Burke came over to dislodge it. Burke right up the middle to Morrison. Morrison, a little bit of trouble with the initial pass. Now Morrison gaining control. He'll dump it in. Dempsey will give chase. Who one-handed there? Who was very good skater. Good defenseman. Sent out to center. Burke on the back check. Somang gains the blue line, stepping to the outside. Nice job coming over to get a big chunk of them there. There's number 8, Jeremy Caron, getting the start here today. Not the start, but he's dressed and playing today. The freshman. 6'4", 6'8" with the afro. And a big fella out there. See Richie Aguilera not playing today, so Caron getting the start. He's the freshman big defenseman. Aguilera is the senior big defenseman. So cool to hear about Richie last night. All-time leader in games played here for the Norwich Hockey Club. 160th game last night. So congratulations, Richie. And great kid, great family. Known him for years with the Seahawks. And really blossomed here to be a stalwart on that blue line for Coach Sheehan. Wish him nothing but the best. Best of his endeavors. Drop pass there, losing the handle on it. Stepping up was Langlois. Stepping around, going with it. Casilius, nice job on the back check there to break it up at the blue line, causing the play to go offsides. There's Colin Harrell. He also wasn't dressed last night. Harrell was not dressed, nor was Caron. So like I said, a couple of different players out there for Norwich here tonight, but that's good. Boys getting some time. That's Morrison. Leans in to take the faceoff against Gandy. Won by Gandy. Norwich dominated the faceoff circle last night. As far today, Somang 2 for 2. Behind there it goes now, trying to get it back out in front. Nice job there. Laying the lumber into his man and taking him out in the corner by Batista. Batista also, I think, dressed last night. Up for Batista now. Such a deep team here in Norwich. Up for Morrison. Morrison and Archibald. Morrison will dump it in. Martin will pour it down and hold on to it. So a good pace here, Preston, thus far. I don't feel it's as fast as last night, though. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're not, like you said, they're not playing as fast, and you can definitely see that, but it's still some good play, good passing. Not many shots, but the passes have been really crisp and good so far.
Good start here, leaning in, number 98, Nico Dorji. I thought had a very good game last night. Really thought it was Norwich's best game as a team, in my opinion, that I've seen. I haven't seen much of the road games, or pretty much any of the road games. So I think all, if not, except for maybe I missed one home game this year. But last night I felt they were locked in mentally, really doing a lot of the little things. And I'm hoping to see that carry over and continue here today. So out there now is Burke. Out there with Doge. I believe it's Dempsey. Yep, Dempsey on right wing. Amazial on defense, I believe, with Langlois. Ref drops the puck. Face-off one. Good face-off win there by Doge.
Back to the blue line, kept in by Dorr and taken away by Dempsey. I thought Dempsey had his best game that I've seen him have in his entire career. I've seen him play a lot. Also a Seahawk. Those are his two brothers, Connor, and my main man, Declan. Mando, as he goes by in these parts. Sent in by Amazial. Amazial took a big hit there along the boards, but got the puck in. And Somang overskating it. Chance now for Norwich down low. Jay had it knocked off his stick. Marcus Amazial will pinch in. He looked fantastic last night. But Zach Pizzalia looked the best he's looked last night, playing offense and defense. And there's Norwich now. Burke moving it along, goes behind the net. Dempsey got it out in front quickly. Nice poke check there by Page. And away comes Somang through the neutral zone. Almazial tracks it down. Bouncing puck, advantageous hop there. And then getting the shot away. There was Richela. That came back out in front. Sliding out to block it there was Amazial. Amazial a little bit slow to get up. And he seems to be shaking things off there. He'll head to the bench for repairs. But I'll bet anybody that doesn't do much agility, he doesn't miss a shift. He's hunched over there. Let's see exactly where the puck caught him, but it got him good. And that's all right. Amazial may want to stop on the way home for a frozen bag of peas on the way to getting the sarsaparilla. Or perhaps a nice ham steak. You want to keep the swelling down. All right, 10:47 left to go. I guess you could say a feeling out period. I never understood that as a goaltender. We don't have time to feel things out, but they say that all the time with the players. Oh, they're feeling things out still in the early going. Does that happen out there, Preston? Like I said, I'm a goalie, so I don't get such luxuries.
Yeah, definitely got to feel the game out at first, but I mean, you always want to come in flying, so.
I feel both teams finding their legs. Here's a quick shot. Nice stop by Lee. Bounces around. And back the other way now, Norwich. First pass doesn't connect. Through the neutral zone, sent out. And off the back of Cote Tardif. Didn't play last night either. A lot of new players in the roster here for Coach Sheehan here today. That's good. Shows the depth of the organization. And the organization growing, continuing today at 1 o'clock. As the girls' Norwich Hockey Club hosting a little skating clinic and recruiting fun day. Montana Ross, of course, the girls starting about 6 months from now in September. Inaugural season will be right here at the Rose Garden, right here on Solu. Couldn't be more exciting. Looking off the boards now. Poke checked away there and bouncing puck. And they get it out to the neutral zone, and they do. Good job to fight that out to the neutral zone there. It was by Santander. Seen Santander. Good play in the neutral zone. Quickly stepping up now. First the speed through the neutral zone, getting to it quickly. De Carafel lost the handle on it. Came back to the blue line, turning, wheeling, letting the shot go. Was Coteau. Ends up off in the corner where Harrell is doing battle. All along now, Somang looking to clear it out to center ice. That first pass doesn't connect there with Moran. That's sent in, but it was offsides. It's gobbled up. It's behind the goaltender, Martin. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Even if he kicks it in accidentally, it's not a goal. It plays offsides. Cannot score in the offsides position during delayed offside, so that would not have been a goal. I'll tell you, the refs waved that goal off last night, Preston. You go back and watch that replay. That was not a high stick.
No,
it happened so quickly. I'm not blaming the refs, but
yeah, absolutely. In a situation like that for the refs, you got to feel for them because they don't have instant replay like out in the pros, so they really have their memory to go off of. So it makes it very difficult. But either way, it was a good call by the refs. Nothing you can change about it now.
It's waffle save there by Lee. Well, I'll tell you, I give the ref credit that he did wave it off immediately. He was very definitive about it. But watching the replay, though, it was not hit with a high stick, but that's life in the big city. Quick shot, Lee closing the wickets to make the save. You can't cry over the officiating. Remember back in the squirts back in the day? Yeah, you'd lose 11-1, and there'd be that parent that came in the locker room blaming the ref.
Yeah,
and everybody's looking at the guy like that.
Making all the kids feel better.
Yeah, we got shellacked. It happens. Everybody get an ice cream on the way home, or perhaps a yogurt, sherbet, whatever you're into. I assure you, the ref had nothing to do with the 11-1 result that we were just handling. It happens. So it happens every weekend. Here's Morrison now down the right wing. Morrison getting to it. Morrison, nice job to slide over and block it there by Corselius. To the blue line it goes. Dealing and dealing it with it there was Batista. Came back to Batista for a moment. Now Morrison peeling off. Morrison pulling the trigger. That went off the skates of Doran into the corner. Somang trying to get it out to the neutral zone. Poured down there by Langlois. They'll send it in. Amazial out there. Haha, you owe me a dozen do-nuts jelly. Told you wouldn't miss a shift. Up ahead, right on the stick of Batista. Batista down the right wing. Didn't get it deep. That one goes off the glass. Weebles wobbles, but they don't fall down. At center ice there for Langlois. Langlois, look at that saucer pass. Lands right on the stick of Morrison. Morrison walks in with the shot. I tell you, Martin's struggling a little bit with the glove here in the early going. I keep going glove side here. Slid across, pulling the trigger off the crossbar. No, Morrison rang the dinner bell there, but no one was hungry enough to answer the call for supper. Sent ahead. Roger. Does it hop over his stick? Langlois. Putting the brakes on. Good edge work there by Felix Luke. Behind the net it goes now Caron. Caron. Good first outlet pass there is Norwich. Got it out to the blue line. Did they keep it in? They're saying they did. I thought it was offsides. A nice stop there by Lee. I thought the play was offsides there at the blue line. There was no linesman at the blue line, though, or referee at the blue line by either of the officials. So one was down at the goal line, the other was at center ice. So somebody's got to be at the blue line, you would think. I don't know. Well, either way, nice stop by Lee. So you always want the goaltender to make the save there. You're like, oh, we don't have a garbage goal here. Here's a chance now in front. Looking to pull the trigger. Lee closing the wickets there, making the save. Battling in the corner, trying to drag it loose there is Harris. Let's get it in front, knocked aside Langlois. Langlois looking to get the Jets going. Hounded from behind, fights it through. Got it up and down the left wing it goes. Dumped in, Dempsey will give chase in the corner. Under 7 minutes to go. Dempsey takes a nice bump there in the corner. By Baron. Baron and Dempsey going at it. Goes behind the net. Nice job there, running in interference by Houle. Ref don't call it, it's not interference. It's just a nice job. Kept in beautifully at the blue line by Langlois. A little bit of give and go there. Oh, no, excuse me, that was Frazier. Between Burke and Frazier. Back the other way now with speed. Through the neutral zone, chipping it to himself is Houle. Houle can fly. Houle at the dot, sliding across, deflected in front, and that just missed. Beautiful rush there by Houle. He is just a naturally good skater. Looks like Lanky, you know, Lanky from back in the day from Nintendo Ice Hockey. The guy in the middle, you know, you had the really skinny guy. Then the middle guy, we used to call him Lanky. I don't know why we called him that when we did. And then the two will say portly gentlemen. Well, I used to play with two portly gentlemen, one lanky and one little guy. Anyway, it's a compliment, I assure you. I think it's important to stress that at this point. All right, here's Norwich now back the other way. On the right wing it goes. Chasing it down there is Coty Tardif. He'll send it hard around. It's picked up now Fontana Ross trying to get it out. That's kept in at the blue line. Nice job by Norwich to keep the puck in. Quickly now on the counterattack from Somang. Letting the shot go. Waffled aside by Lee. Lee looks like he's really in control of his game here in the early going. Purposefully directing pucks where he wants them to go. Off the boards and out of play. Under 6 minutes to go here. Scoreless affair here, Preston. What do you think?
So far with this game, I mean, like I said earlier, it's been a little sluggish from both ends, but both ends are also making crisp, good, clean passes. So it's making the game a little bit better by that fast puck movement.
That's a little bit sluggish, like a wet sponge, you might say, as the world's greatest aviator once said, back in 1980. Over the blue line now, down the right wing, Croteau sliding it. Off of the side there by Martin. Kept in at the blue line. Nice job to step in and keep the puck in. At the blue line there. That's Arrhenius Bell. Arrhenius Bell out there. With Amazial. That's sent ahead. Good hit there. Croteau finishing off the check. And it's sent up now. Priscillius over the blue line. Lets the shot go. Held on to. Amazial launched into the net there. And there is Joe. All right, it's 5:08 left to go here in the opening stanza. Still a scoreless affair here. So still a fantastic opportunity for everybody here and everybody at home to throw in $5 a man on the first goal. Watching hockey if you're not going to gamble on it. I went on FanDuel on my way over here. Some shekels on Norwich, as I always do. So let's go, boys. All right. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. I really do. I need a new pair of shoes for work. I'm not kidding. My son pointed that out to me the other day. He goes, Daddy, you really got to do something with the footwear there. I was like, oh, yeah. It's on my list of things to do. I'm a Gaylord Parker, so I wear scrubs all day. So I'm not really fashionable. I'm kind of like Albert Einstein. I don't have to worry about what I wear to work. It's scrubs. So, I mean, in more ways than one, I'm like Albert Einstein, but mostly the clothes. Anyway, I digress. Taking up now Langlois. Langlois got it up the boards, cleared and kept in by Green. Nice play by Green. It's pulled down there by Caron. And off the glass. And knocked ahead by Bautista, but kept in at the blue line. Nice play there by Saltman. And then up together there with Mehi. Keep the puck in. That's sent ahead right on the stick. Now Meirano. Meirano lost the handle on it at the blue line. Which has got plenty of white sweaters back as Bautista. Will recover it back to Caron. Caron sends it up. Back the other way now quickly. Dropping it off Meirano for Langlois, but that was intercepted. Somang now, we're going to get a tripping call here. Well, I don't know about that one. That was a little bit of a soft call there as Morrison will head to the sin bin. 2 minutes for tripping. I don't know, Preston. It didn't look like he got much of them to me, but he did fall, and Morrison was in the area, but I don't know about that one. I got to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he came through the ice. You could see him come close to him. I really don't know. When I'm filming, sometimes I just get lost in the puck and I'm focusing on the puck so much. I really didn't see it. I mean, it could have been, could have not been. I'm going to take your word for it and say it was probably a little bit soft, but end of the day, a call is a call. Can't change it now.
No, we cannot. You are right. So power play now for Somang. See here. The scorekeeper's getting the penalty up on the board. There's 4:10 left to go. First power play of the morning here. I want to thank you so much for joining us for Norwich Hockey Club Hockey. Sounds so weird to say Norwich Hockey Club Hockey. NHC Hockey, I should just say. If it's your first time on the Solu YouTube page, please like and subscribe and share. It helps us grow the brand, as the kids like to say. I, of course, like to stay hip. Face off cleanly one, back to Houle. Houle sending it down low, deflected not once but twice. And Lee had to reach back and get a chunk of it sent all the way down. If you ice the puck and you're shorthanded, it is not icing. I know a lot of people are like, well, duh, Mr. Broadcaster, but USA Hockey, youth hockey it is, which is another story for another time. Thank God we're playing real hockey rules here today. These players deserve to play this way. Sometimes Norris plays games and there's no delayed offsides. Nice play by Archibald, taking away the real estate. USA Hockey insanity. Sliding it across now. Good puck movement here on the power play. Houle coming out to meet him there was Dempsey. Dempsey deflects it off in the center ice. Nice play by Houle, too. He knew the puck was behind him, and he wouldn't let Dempsey go by. Good little play there. If you got a young defense lady or defenseman at home, you want to show him that chance. Short-handed. Dempsey was behind the D for a moment. Martin coming right out to play it. Dempsey, I thought he was going to run him. Oh, Dempsey had an opportunity to run the goalkeeper. He chose not to. Disappointing, I'm not going to lie. Dropped off now, back to the blue line. No, he didn't want to start a brawl in the middle of the day here, or early in the day. It's too early for violence. He could have. The goaltender goes out to play the puck. He's, same as any other player. You can hit him. Of course, the teammates wouldn't have taken well to it, but it would have pleased the broadcaster, I can tell you that. As an old goalkeeper, if I went wandering out like that and the guy was battling down on me, I'm just getting rid of the puck and lowering my shoulder, trying to get under his hip and send him flying over me. I grew up watching Billy Smith and Dennis Potvin, people. It's not my fault. My parents put on Tom and Jerry as soon as I got home from school. Product of that. Sent all the way down Martin. We'll leave it there with half a minute to go in the power play. And on the forecheck there nicely was Dorje. I like an aggressive forecheck on the penalty kill. Don't just give the team free outs. You see it layered here purposely. The boys executing Coach Keane and Coach Wilford's penalty kill. A very good execution. I don't want to say perfection. That's a bit much, and the burden of perfection certainly too heavy for the broadcaster to carry. I can tell you that. I put that down long ago. That's the advice I can give anybody. Put down the burden of perfection. Anyway, I digress. Back the other way now. Ruby down the left wing. Sending it behind it, Amazial, letting him run. Met there, Langlois, poke checked it away. Good defensive team effort there as Amazial let him go behind the net because you don't want to chase him behind the net. Langlois Waiting for him. A perfectly timed poke check dislodged the puck. That's good team defense right there. That's what you like to see. Lofted up ahead now. LaFont Champagne giving chase. That's knocked down Berube off the glass. Amazial will slide it over. Fresh off the boards. Fresh off the bench, excuse me. With fresh legs and dumping it in there was Frazier. Minute 35 left to go here in the opening stanza. Still a scoreless affair. Bring it out. Losing the handle on it there was Mihi. Not sent all the way down. It says Siski on the back of the jersey, but I was told call Mihi, so I'll do what I'm told. I'm a loyal soldier. To the corner it goes now. Digging, mucking, doing their homework. Bodies go flying. Play allowed to continue. Job by the officials. Frazier couldn't keep the puck in at the blue line. A little bit of trouble, but quickly Archibald on it there on the backhand. Not the way you want to go out there. Just keep it on the forehand. At the blue line, Barone letting the shot go right off the O in Norwich. Stopped there by Lee, and the rebound corralled behind the net. Changing direction and coming away with it now, Frazier. Frazier rifles it up. That went off the official, prevented the icing. Came to Croteau. Croteau on the backhand, cutting to the cooker. That just failed to click. At the blue line now, protecting the puck, turning with it. There's De Carafel. Lets the shot go. We got a delayed penalty coming up here as there seem to be two players tied up in the corner, and the ref now calling holding. Not sure if it's going to be two players going or just one. I know the Norwich boy is going. Number 89. He's Frazier headed to the sin bin. He got tangled up. He's one of the Somang players, and I guess got tangled up a little bit too long for the officials' liking. So the second power play of the morning. The Somang. Page leaning in. Coselius on left wing. At the point is Wool. Leaning in now to take the draw, I believe. Not sure who that is for Norwich, but winning the draw. Winning it cleanly. Was that Dempsey? It was Dempsey at center. Face-off win by Connor. Sent ahead. I don't see Dempsey at center much. Might happen anyway. He won the face-off clean. All right, 22 seconds left to go. In the stanza. Hull. Like we said, this young lad can really fly. Over the blue line with speed. Hull looking to run the gauntlet. Amazial got a piece of him, and Langlois found the puck and got it out of there. All right, Hull came real close to splitting the D there. Okay, I can ski. All right, 5 seconds left to go now. See if there's time for another opportunity. I don't think so. And there's the buzzer. As the opening stanza comes to a close, you score at the end of one. Somang Hockey Academy 0. Norwich Hockey Club 0. All right, well, we will be right back in about 15 minutes to start the second stanza. So refill that mimosa, locks up that second bagel that you swore you weren't going to have this weekend. Enjoy your intermission, and we'll see you back here for the second period. 0-0 is our score. Oh my! And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to NHC hockey as the boys have reemerged from the locker room The Zamboni has done what Zambonis do. The ice is fresh, the ice is glistening, the ice is clean, and we're ready to go. For the second stanza, 0-0 is your score. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner, along here with my cameraman and co-host, Mr. Preston Ford. Preston, what did you think of the first stanza? Not quite the same pace we saw last night.
Absolutely
let's
not.
just be honest.
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, there was still good puck movement. I saw a lot of that. A lot of crisp, good, hard passes, but the bodies weren't moving as fast.
Yeah.
They weren't moving their feet. They were kind of, once they got that puck, they kind of just took a glide into the zone, or they were gliding to the puck once they knew they had him beat. It wasn't as fast paced as it was last night, whereas last night they were flying around. So hopefully that changes here in period number 2.
Yeah, we'll see. I felt both teams, not just Norwich or Somang, both teams were nowhere near the same level and intensity that we saw last night. But we'll see. That can easily pick up just one big hit, one big play. Things can get picked up right where they let them. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just the feel that I got here up in the stands. But it's always easy to pontificate from the stands as it is down low. Looks like we have a goaltending change, if I'm not mistaken. We do. Coming up here for Somang. Number 30 is in between the pipes now. UCA in between the pipes now for Somang. The Somang black sweater is pale in comparison compared to the white sweaters. The white sweaters last night were absolutely gorgeous. The black, I'm a little disappointed. I actually thought the sweater was going to be maroon. A little disappointed to see that it is black, to be honest with you. But those white sweaters, oh my God, I was absolutely in love with those last night. Perfection, absolute perfection. These are nice. Nowhere near the white sweater. All right.
Little reminder, there still is a penalty on the board there for Norwich Hockey Club.
Oh, good job there by Preston. Yeah, they are shorthanded. I completely forgot. We're here to do hockey. Sent all the way down. Good job there by Preston. So power play continues. Left over from the end of the first period here for Somang. They were 0 for 1 on the power play in the first period. 1 minute to go on the power play. The second stanza just nicely underway as they look to set up shop in the offensive zone. To the blue line lane. The shot got deflected down low. That could have been dangerous. Sent all the way down. Rolling puck. UCA. Goalkeeper now. And for Somang. Leaves it off in the corner. Good job, Morrison. And on the forecheck, short-handed against 94 Hool. Milano coming in and Morrison. Layered forecheck here. Short-handed effort by the forwards here for Coach Sheehan. Carafel hops over with fresh legs. Over the blue line now, Fontana Ross will dump it in. 20 seconds left to go. In the man advantage for Somang. To the blue line, on a day Corselius. Corselius losing the handle on it. De Carafel trying to get to it. He does. De Carafel pulling away to the backhand. Big glove save there, Lucier. As he flashes the leather. The big Mizuno robbing De Carafel. Oh my God, De Carafel picked up the puck. And he was even with two Somang players and just took off and pulled away. And went to the backhand and was robbed by Lucier. What a play there. Still short-handed, though, is Norwich for another 9 seconds. Carafel can really fly. To the corner it goes now. Archibald send it in. Carafel won the face-off after that short-handed effort. What a stop, though, by Lucier. Just came into the game, too. Coteau couldn't dance around the defense as Harrell got a chocolate at center ice. Bounces back. On the backhand, sent hard around, waiting for it. Getting to it now. Turning it over along the boards. Walking off the boards, got a man in front. Couldn't get it there on the back check, stolen away. And here comes Frazier. Frazier tried to knife it up De Carafel. Came back to De Carafel. Sends it back to the point. Archibald did a nice job to find it in his skates. Kept in at the blue line. Frazier will send it in deep. Back to Frazier, but he had vacated the area. And it goes all the way down. 13 minutes left to go here in the second stanza. Still a scoreless affair. And that's sent up and deflected in Meirano. The defenseman lost his footing. Didn't get a lot on it on the clearing attempt, but now they do get it away to center. And it's knocked down and sent across and sent in. Sent all the way in Archibald. He's covering at the blue line or getting a shift at the blue line here. Usually plays forward for Coach Sheehan. That's sent in, delayed offside, but regaining the blue line was Norwich. As they head in on the attack now, Morrison. Chasing the puck behind the net. That's dropped off. Perube will send it around blindly. Couldn't keep it. It was Archibald. Goes all the way down. Not icing. Chasing it behind the goalkeeper now. Here's Frazier. Frazier under duress. We'll send it out. And away comes Norwich with speed. Meyrano over the blue line. Poke checked, retrieves, and gets it back. Again, Meyrano sending it down low. The 3-year senior down for Morrison. They had senior night here last night for Norwich. 14 seniors on the roster, a very veteran-laden squad. Back the other way now. Zamulis will send it in. He's picked up by Frazier with under 12 minutes to go. Frazier around from Meyrano. Frazier, no one on him. He's backpedaling and made that pass. Kind of blind and dangerous. You may have lost the picture there for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming back. Sorry about that. This will be an audio call for a couple of seconds. He seems to be back on. There we go. Quick shot. Big stop by Lee. The rebound. Lee dives across. He's still loose in front. Come on. There we go. All right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The power cord just popped up. These things happen. Good job by Preston to get it back in there, and the whistle sounds. Make it look pretty for everybody, Preston. There we go. We like things bright here. There we go. Crisis averted. 11:13 left to go. Here in the second stanza, still a scoreless affair. Face off deep in the Somang zone. That Somang logo is awesome. I love that thing. Kind of looks, it looks like some sort of big cat, but it also looks like it could definitely be an Autobot or a Decepticon. Probably more of a Decepticon, I would think. They have animals that change into robots. Sent ahead now. Let's play there by Caron. Tie his man up and lean into him on the boards. The freshman Jeremy Caron. Digging, mucking, doing his homework in the corner. Moving to help out. There's Frazier, lays the lumber into him. Came loose in front, dangerously there for a moment, taken away, and here comes Burke. Burke leads the charge back the other way for Norwich. Over the blue line, drops it Dempsey. Dempsey drops it off, back to Burke in front, turning, wheeling, his goal! Got him in Burke! It will look to be a broken play for a moment, but Norwich kept the puck moving. Dempsey to Dorje to Burke, and Burke turning and wheeling, looking like he was in those board games at the bowling alley. You know, you drop a quarter in, the puck drops from the rooftop and comes down. They play the anthems. You know what I'm talking about. Geico, I think, got a commercial with those guys. It looked like that. And Burke buries the biscuit, 1-0. Norwich takes the lead. That's why you always keep the puck moving, Preston. You always, the play is not dead until it's dead. I think we saw a good example of it there. That looked like Somang had broken that play up twice, but Norwich kept the feet moving, kept the puck moving. So you just never, ever stop. As the great Derek Hatch once said to me, it's amazing what happens when you just keep going. Now Somang on the turnover, letting the shot go lead at the top of his piece. That's a perfect example of hockey right there, Preston. You just keep going. The play's not dead till it's dead.
Absolutely. You got to keep the feet moving as well. If you keep your feet moving, opportunities are going to find their way in.
1-0 the goal by Burke. I believe it's going to be from Dempsey and Bourget. They'll give him go there at the blue line. He's stopping, getting it down low, trying to reach for it there. There's Santander.
Norwich hockey club goals scored by number 21, Donovan Burke.
There's Archibald. Well, they didn't name any assists there, but there had to be Dempsey and Bourget on that. Burke, the goal scorer here, and 1-0. Under 10 minutes to go here in the second stanza. So if you had Burke in the $5 man pool, well, see you over at the gin mill after the game. First round's on you. Face off one, Santander letting the shot go, deflected on the way in. Looked like it went off Cote Tardif skate on the way down. He's chopped in. Cote Tardif will give chase. And the net it goes now. Hard and out to center. Archibald is playing at the blue line now for Coach Sheep. Here's Archibald now. Archibald getting the Jets going. Archibald lost the handle on it. Found it. Came back to him. Following it up now. LaFont Champagne stepping to the outside. Letting the shot go. I thought he took an extra step to the outside there. He had a little bit of a lane to let the shot go. Kept going. Now that's going to be a tripping call coming up here without a doubt. Norwich will head back to shorthanded. And then Oh, a little bit of a stunner behind them. Now things heating up behind the net as Archibald comes in. A little bit of a skirmish. Not an entire brouhaha. Certainly nowhere near a melee. And no one in their right mind would call this a Donnybrook, and I can assure you of that. Still, temper's still flaring, however. Look at the little guys at the glass all fired up. The squirts back there. They're enjoying it. Everybody loves it. 9:15 to go. Well, the refs are going to have to discuss this one, I'm sure. As everybody was involved for a moment there. LaFont Champagne still having a conversation. Archibald. He definitely cross-checked somebody, Archibald did. Alexandre headed to the sin bin. We'll see. There was an initial penalty. It was tripping against Norwich was the initial call, so they they might be down 2 men for 2 minutes. I doubt it, though, because somebody on Somang's got to get a penalty for roughing, you would think. It was definitely a tripping delay call, and then there was the skirmish after the whistle, so. We'll see what the refs. So far, nobody from Somang in the sin bin. It would be something if they only called the tripping call, Preston.
Yeah.
Now, there goes Frazier. Frazier was the trip. Archibald, I saw the cross check, but somebody from Somang's got to go too. I mean, they were involved as well. Yeah, there we go. I think it's going to be a 2-minute power play for Somang. It looks like cross-checked Archibald, tripping to Frazier and roughing to, I believe that's 88, roughing to Harris. And Somang. All right, so it is a power play, the third of the morning. Here for Somang, they trail 1-0. Frazier was the initial call, the trip, and then Archibald and Harris got mixed up. Their penalties are offsetting. So it's going to be 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. As Page will lean in to take the draw now against De Carafel. De Carafel wins the draw cleanly. Langlois gets it on the stick and gets it out to center as it hops through the wickets of Hull. Going down was Lucier. Lucier out to play it dangerously out at the blue line. Courteau almost picked it off. Cosilius now. Xavier Cosilius puts the brakes on. Passes it to himself, slides it across, touch pass to Hull. Hull at the blue line, sending it down low. Turning with it, Page at the dot. Page back for Hull. Back to Page. Good puck movement there. Off the boards to Hull. Hull walks it off the board, slides it over to Cosilius. Cosilius lets the shot go. There was a lot of traffic in front of Lee. And it's deflected wide, chipped ahead now. Here comes De Carafel. Down the right wing's got help. Sliding it across. Courteau lets the shot go. Here's goal. Samuel Courteau, the short-handed goal. A tremendous play by De Carafel, who got to it, sauced it across, landed on the stick of Courteau, and he buries the biscuit, getting to the cooker. 2-0 Norwich, and it's a shorty to boot. My! It doesn't get any prettier than that, ladies and gentlemen. All right, De Carafel showing off the speed yet again. And what a saucer pass. Landing right on the stick of Courteau, full speed. Buries the biscuit. A huge goal there. Norwich extends the lead 2-0. That was a thing of beauty. And now taking away Morrison. Morrison digging, mucking to himself. Morrison. Nice interference there by Meirano. Beastie Boys would be pleased to see him running the interference as efficiently as he did right there. Boulanger dropping it off now. Rochelle letting the shot go wide. And chased down by Dorr. Dorr lost the handle on it. Away comes Norwich again shorthanded. Trying to thread the needle there. There's Meirano, but it was intercepted. And quickly turned back in. Still 45 seconds remaining on the power play for Somang. Their third of the morning. But a shorthanded goal moments ago by Courteau. And 2-0 is where we stand. Deflected. Had a man down low in front with the goalkeeper Lee. That was Rochelle. Sent along. That's knocked down. Boulanger back to the blue line. They said that Carafel got credited with the goal. It's pretty certain it was Groteau. I'm going to stick with my original theory. Sent ahead, off the back, a chance now. Trying to chip it to himself, Morrison. Here's Morrison at the goal line. Morrison cutting to the cooker, trying to jam it home. The rebound still loose. He jams at it. Holding on is Lucier. And Dorr now. And Morrison getting worked over. Morrison taking on the whole entire organization. And he's shoved down. I'd like to see somebody from Norwich come flying in, help the guy out a little. I realize, you might get a penalty for it, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Morrison can take care of himself, though, I can assure you. So 2-0 is the score. This game, well, we said it lacked a little bit of passion in the first stanza. I guess the boys took exception to our assessment, Preston. And they said, oh, yeah, really? Hold my Gatorade, Mr. Broadcaster.
Might have tuned in during the break there. Found out what we said.
Morrison going to the sin bin. Much to the chagrin of the emotional crowd on hand here in Norwich.
Yeah, I thought number 9 might have been getting ejected, but no, that definitely should have gone both ways there, as number 9 grabbed him by the front of the jersey and took him down to the ice. It's
got to be somebody from.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they both got 2 minutes of roughing.
Yeah, if not, I'm gonna be honest. I don't usually say this. I usually am pretty chill with penalties, but that's gonna be a bad call by the refs there.
I thought for sure we'd be walking away with at least a power play, or at least 4-on-4 for 4 seconds, but let's see. So far, they haven't put the penalties up on the board. I thought they were going to get 2 or 4 for roughing, and Morrison might get 2. Looks like they only have 4 skaters. We have 4 skaters, so they still haven't put the penalties on the board. So if they're offsetting, they would have 5. That didn't make any sense. So we do have a power play, but it's not on the board, so I am confused. All right, well, we're on the power play, or somebody screwed something up. But in the shot goal, there was Dempsey. Norwich on the power play. There's no time on the clock, though. Deflected in front. UCA lost the handle on it there momentarily, and we'll see. We'll work things out here. We'll figure out what's happening. Because right now, Norwich is on the power play. A lot of confusion. And there's no penalties on the board. 5 skaters for Norwich, still 4 for Somang, so they gotta hop the horn and not drop the puck is what they gotta do. Yeah. We don't have any penalties on the board with under 7 minutes to go, and should be 2 minutes extra to. That's number 98. Was that Door 96? That's 90. I apologize. Rudy.
Oh, 5-on-5.
So it is 5-on-5. So they were shorthanded for no reason. Ever since somebody came out of the box. I think it was Archibald. Right, so it's no power play. It's 5-on-5. Those are offsetting. So it should have been them 5-on-4 until our penalty expired. That's what should have happened. Now, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Either way, I guess no harm done. Dorje leaning in to take the draw now. For Dorje. 98 in your scorecard. Turning, wheeling, letting the shot go. Found its way to Lucier. Out around Amazial. Nice job to keep that puck in. That was a hot potato hit his way. Working on the forecheck, gets a chunk of it. Someone coming away with it, trying to get it out to the neutral zone. Stepping up. There was Frazier, but carrying the puck over the blue line. At the dot, deflected dangerously. Finds its way to Lee. And now another skirmish in front of the goalkeeper. Is Frazier involved? Amazial getting involved there. Some more pushing and shoving. Roger coming over. Amazial exchanging pleasantries there. With Merrigan. 6:25 left to go. Amazial and Merrigan still engaged in a heated debate. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, I'm enjoying the second stanza a whole lot more than the first stanza. Not just because Norwich scored twice and they got a lot of money on them. I'm talking about the intensity, the pushing, the shoving, the snarling. Perhaps even some 4-letter words have been thrown out there. I don't know. I'm not out there. Nice stop there by Lee, but you would think they might have been. 6:23 left to go here. A little bit more pushing and shoving after the play there, or that might have actually been accidental. And Page leans in to take the draw now, deep in the Norwich zone. Page spinning on it there. Norwich coming away with it. The back of the skates there of Santander. Norwich will regroup. Langlois behind his own net. Langlois moves it along. Chipped ahead now. LaFon Champagne. Didn't chip it to himself the second time. Now it comes to him in the neutral zone. And Champagne lost the handle on it. And sent in behind the net it goes now. Lee leaving it there for Caron. And got it up for Langlois. Langlois up ahead. Santander down the left wing. Santander will chip and chase. And get around Hull. Couldn't do so. He moves it up ahead. Knocked down Vasilius. Vasilius got it to the blue line, but not out. Good job by Norwich to keep it hemmed in here. That comes out the blue line, fresh off the bench. There was Coteau to knock it down. And away comes Somang now on a 4-on-2. Fontana Ross sliding it wide across, just out of reach of Vasilius. He got it back to in front there to Fontana Ross, but couldn't corral the puck. He's colliding the corner, comes back to blue line. Green will let the shot go. Big stop. The rebound got away from Lee for a moment. And he covers up, and now a little bit more pushing and shoving in the corners. Caron going at it over there with Fontana Ross and Lee. Just covered up the puck. Lee a little bit slow to get up, though. I don't like the way he's moving. He took his helmet off. Something happened to Lee on that play. Looks like he's upset with the official. I don't know. Saying he got hit in the face. I didn't see it. Last night, Caron, the goaltender, left early. Looked a little bit shaken up. He's not even dressed today. Hopefully he's okay. Lee, I didn't see what happened. He pounced on the puck. He's still not happy with something. Puts his bucket back up top his head. And now some more pushing and shoving behind the play there. Well, they got mixed up in there. Is Bell out there now? Harrell, Amzial. Well, a little bit of bad blood here in the second stanza. That really pleases the broadcaster. You can get the guy a soda after the game, of course. During the game, you're not friends. Down the right wing at the dot, pulling the trigger. Nice stop there by Lucier. And then hold on. And some more pushing and shoving after the whistle. The Carafel getting mixed up in there. Every whistle now, there's been a disagreement. I'll tell you, after the mild-mannered first period we saw here, we said perhaps something will spark something in the second stanza, Preston. And boy, oh boy, the boys have they've taken to heart.
I'm not gonna lie, it makes me laugh a little because all of these are really unprovoked on both ends of the ice. None of them are tapping goalies. They might be close, but it's not like it's the end of the world. They're injuring their goalies, and they're all getting upset about it. This kind of makes me laugh.
Looks like we got a delayed penalty coming up here. Tripping behind the play, and Norwich will head to their first power play of the day, leading 2-0. So an opportunity here for the Norwich Hockey Club. Their first power play of the morning. With less than 5 minutes to go here in the second stanza. This is a huge penalty kill with Somang here. It's 3-0. There's a lot more than 2. I know it's only 1 goal at a time. The ref dropped the puck that Carafel was adjusting. He skates there, didn't have his hand on his stick. And he still managed to win the draw. And now, LaFon Champagne will move it over. Coteau. LaFon Champagne, nobody in front for Norwich at the moment. To the blue line, Meirano. Meirano getting it back, walking in, pulling the trigger. That just missed. Great puck movement there. LaFon Champagne leaving it for Coteau. Coteau along the boards. Lost the handle on it as he went to bring it back out front. It's sent all the way down. A minute and a half left to go in the man advantage. 4:20 left to go here in the second stanza. The middle stanza, Shakespeare's favorite stanza. First pass doesn't connect. And it's sent all the way down. The first pass, obviously, we've said it time and time again here on the broadcast, the most important on the power play, most important. And your 5-on-5 as well. And shorthanded, Meirano lost the handle on it. Coteau following up good puck support there. And now Hull turn and wheel and all the way down. Got by Meirano. Lee, that came off the boards dangerously. Lee had to keep it behind the net, left it there for Frazier. Under a minute to go on the power play now for Norwich. It's Frazier. Emerges from behind the goalkeeper down the left wing. Frazier gains the blue line, will send it in. Hard around. De Carafel got a chunk of it. Not enough. Comes out to center ice. Frazier up ahead now. Dempsey. Dempsey helps it along. And the net it goes down. Chase there. Dorje. Back to the blue line. Frazier kept it in. Frazier sliding it across. Dempsey. Dempsey pulling the trigger. That just missed. A big stop there. The net off its protected moorings. And now some pushing and shoving. Page coming in, throwing a right. Page throwing another right. Now Page putting the headlock on. A tremendous amount of patience shown there. Was that Morrison? It was. Morrison took a couple of rights to the chops, got put in a headlock, and did absolutely nothing to retaliate. Well, he was sent off before. He took on the whole Somang team and got 2 minutes for roughing. That time, taking a couple of right hooks to the chops there and then put into a headlock. Morrison, yeah, sacrificing himself for the good of the team. That's some kind of patience there, Preston, I'll tell you. If I'm getting punched in the face, I'm either punching back or I'm knocked out. The latter of the two usually, although that's never actually happened, thanks to Maker. There's a reason I play goal. A lot of patience shown there by Morrison. And it pays off. Power play here now. A 5-on-3 for 15 seconds for Norwich. Good opportunity here to pad the lead. Up to blue line. Amazial with room. Amazial sliding it across. Dempsey. Dempsey sliding it across. Backdoor, letting the shot go. That went off the buttocks of Houle. They don't send it all the way down. Kill off the 5-on-3. It was only for about 20 seconds. With Somang, but the power play marches on here for Norwich. They're having trouble coming out of their own zone, but Burke carries the puck out now. Burke through the neutral zone, serpentining at the red line. Over the blue line. Burke at the dot. Burke behind the net. Burke still with it. Burke got it out for Dempsey. Dempsey will slide it over Amazial. Slides off the stick of Amazial. Amazial will send it down low. And hops over the stick, and Dempsey will activate along the boards. Dempsey pokes it loose to himself. Dempsey protecting it behind the net. Dempsey. Beautiful play there. Got it out to the blue line. Hopped over the stick of Burke. Bad luck on that one. Dempsey made a nice play behind the net. Just rolled up on Burke at the last second. Yvonne Champagne with a minute to go now on the power play. 2:10 to go in the second period. Yvonne Champagne knifing his way through traffic at the dot, at the goal line. Yvonne Champagne still with it. Houle put an end to that progress as he laid the lumber into him. And then Houle just rammed his head into Meirano. Meirano took one right between the ribs there and shook it up trying to get back to the bench. Referee Houle came around and just really just hit him with his head. He just rammed his head right into him. Got him right in the ribs. Hopefully just the wind knocked out of Sheldon. He's tough as nails. I wouldn't call it a dirty play, Preston, just unconventional.
I think it was clean, but that door over there, it has the little metal parts on the side of the eye, on the side of the glass. They poke out a lot more out there, probably like an extra 2 inches. So I think maybe his cage might have gotten caught on it when he got hit, or something along the lines of that.
Okay. I thought it was just from him just ramming his head into his ribs, but it could have been even more. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye. Hopefully Sheldon's back for the third period with 1:53 left to go. That guy's tough as nails, though. Houle just lowered his head and just rammed his head right into him. Not illegal.
Yeah, his hands were low, so.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't head contact. It was for him. And on the right wing now, protecting the puck. De Carafel back to his feet. De Carafel still going. De Carafel lets the shot go. What a play there by Jacob De Carafel. He's having a great game. Oh, hit from behind there. And Harris to C.J. Carafel. Right back up. I thought that was certainly a penalty, but play allowed to continue. As it comes back to the blue line. Missing it down now with speed. Everybody meets the official there. Bodies go flying. The official gets tumbled over. Norwich will carry the puck in. Good to see the ref okay. He took a hard hit and then tumbled over backwards. Hockey's a rough game even if you're officiating it, folks. Refs go through more physically than most players in other sports in hockey. It's like they get in onside. The Carafel blew out a tire there. Moves at the blue line, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. So Somang has killed off both penalties, the 5-on-3 for about 20 seconds. Chance in front, letting the shot go was burnt. That goes over the cage. 45 seconds to go now. Came back out Harris. Harris at the end of the shift. Got it out to center. Norwich going to want to dump this in. Not allow them to get off. They're going to have to get off. Too many men on the ice there for Somang for about 15 seconds. Oh my goodness, did they get away with one there? Carrying the puck over the blue line now. Sidestepping the hit. Corner goes now. Frazier was going headhunting. That one went off a Lee. Still loose in front. Deflected dangerously. And Norwich will send it off the glass and all the way down. Backpedaling now on Adair's Barone. Got it up through the neutral zone. Zamakis lost the handle on it. Back the other way now. Frazier. Frazier down the left wing. Barone came over to break it up. And that's going to do it. As a very entertaining, very physical, very chippy, very emotional second stanza comes to a close. Your score at the end of 2, Norwich Hockey Club 2, Somang Hockey Academy 0. We'll be right back in about 15 minutes with the start of the third and final stanza here from the Rose Garden. Enjoy your intermission. Maybe it's time to pour the sarsaparilla, or you may still be on the mimosas, or, like I said, you may be enjoying that Bloody Mary. Either way, pour yourself another one. Get that bagel waxed up, or whatever you're onto now. You may be onto salami or some sort of pasta dish at the brunch. I don't know. I believe it's past noon. No, it's just about noontime, so you might be heading into that different course. Either way, I wish you the happiest, healthiest, and most peaceful intermission. We'll see you back here for the third and final period. 2-0 Norwich with the lead. Oh my! And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. I hope you're ready to go. As the third and final chapter of this unwritten story is about ready to be unveiled here for your very eyes and ears. Here in the Solu Broadcasting Network as the Norwich boys emerging from the locker room with the 2-0 lead as they head out on the ice. Looks like it's going to be a 17-minute period. The first two periods were 15 minutes. This one, they've got 17 minutes on the clock. Preston, do you have any inside information about that at all?
That one I don't know. I don't even know if it's allowed, but hey, they make it work around here.
Preston, you're my guy. You're supposed to know these things.
That's what I don't know because I've never had to go through it. So the periods were short. They were always stay shorter unless it was like, I mean, sometimes during really close games, but I don't know.
I've seen them shorten the periods if they're running late. I've never seen them come
Extension.
Out. The first two periods were 15 minutes. They got 17 minutes on the clock. All right, well, free hockey, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, listen, extra 2 minutes is okay by me. Hope it's all right by you. I don't have much plans this afternoon except for the girls' hockey clinic. Well, the third and final stands are about ready to take place here. I think we're going to have a goaltending change here for Norwich. Myers came out first for them. He seems to be limbering up in the crease there. Connor Myers is going to head in between the pipes here to finish out the game. And down at the other end, we'll see Lucier staying in between. He came out. He was the goaltender in the second stanza. And if Martino will go back in between the pipes, looks like Lucier is going to stay. All right, the third and final period, the last period on home ice here for the Norwich Hockey Club this season. Heading off the Nationals in just a few short weeks in the great state of California. All right. Norwich and Rice ready to drop the puck. Somang in their black sweaters. Norwich in their white sweaters. See the USA hockey patch already on the Norwich jersey. They're ready to go. Went to Nationals last year and headed back again this year. Back belly-to-belly appearances at the Nationals here for this still relatively new organization, completing season 3 here. Another great trip out in California. Deflected. Down low there is Norwich looking to get a 3-0 lead here in the early going 5-on-5 hockey. And the power plays in the second period carried over. There were quite a few. A very chippy second period. Backdoor deflection there for Dempsey as Burke saw him cutting through traffic. Good look there by Donovan Burke. Burke's had a real good game. And the middle goes now. Chance in front. Comes loose. Burke will track it there. Send it behind. Coming back out to the blue line. Archibald back for Burke. Burke at the old Zamboni door. Burke threads the needle all the way back. Frazier letting the shot go. That may have been a pass. As intended in front there. Dozier was in the neighborhood. The Zamboni door goes now. Donovan Burke still with it. Burke leaves it for Dozier. Dozier kicking it along. Dempsey with the puck now. Dempsey protecting. All the longer it goes now. So Mank still can't get it out. Beautifully kept in by Frazier. Frazier going for a walk. Pulls the trigger. Didn't get through. And now finally they'll get it out to center. And lose Archibald. And Alexandre Archibald will chase it down. Good opening stanza. Good opening minute pressure here in the final stanza. That's what I meant to say. A lot of math there. Well, these early morning thoughts, Preston, I'll tell you. They are not for the weak of heart.
Yep, for sure.
It's not the 7:30 might start. Don't get me wrong. Over the blue line now, carrying in. Rocheleau got it down low. They score! At the back door. And burying the biscuit. And looks like, I believe it's Barone. No, excuse me, it's Dylan Harris. Harris leading the celebration train there, the locomotive. So I think it's going to be Harris. He gets credited with the goal with 15-15 left to go here. A huge goal there. Preston, I'll tell you, Norwich had the better of play coming out of the locker room, but Somang Vs back with the goal. That's a big goal right there, Preston.
Yeah, it was great passing out in front. Had a man backdoor, made the perfect pass, and buried it. Wasn't too hard, as backdoor tap-ins are always a good way to go.
2-1 is the score now, and quickly here comes Page. Page over the blue line, stopped cold, and then Caron runs into his man. So Caron's going to get 2 minutes in the sin bin for playing hockey too roughly with others. Caron poke-checked the puck away and then finished his check, but I guess the ref thought the check was finished a bit too egregiously. I don't know about that myself. Nobody came here to see a tennis match. You know, we all knew why we were coming to the hockey rink today. Interference is the call, huh? You know, I mean, I guess the puck wasn't there, but he was the one who knocked the puck off. I thought he was just finishing his check. I thought maybe his hands got up a little high, but I mean, the kid is 6 foot, at least 4 or 5, big boy, Caron. I don't like that call, Preston. Again, not just because I got money on Norwich.
Yeah, I mean, it was an all right call. I mean, it is what it is. Like I say, can't change it now, but there was definitely something going on there, but I don't think it was too bad.
A 1-goal game in the third period. I let that go, but that's just me. I've seen worse calls. Hopefully we won't see a worse one today. Again, though, you know, I am a homer and I admit that. But I just like 5-on-5 hockey as long as we can play. That and a dime will get you on the subway. And you shoot the head. I have no idea what the PA announcer said, but I heard him say Karam. Here's a quick shot right over the glove of the goalkeeper Myers. Goes behind the net now. Amazialo will give chase. Bringing off Amazialo and keeping it alive. Back to Corselius. Back for Hull. Back to Corselius. Xavier Corselius over for Hull. Hull walks the line. Hull lets the shot go. Deflected in front. Myers never saw it. Moving off the back of Page. Here's Page now. Good cycling here. Back for Corselius. Corselius slided over Hull. Hull let the shot go. That hit a body. Hull let the shot go. Nice stop there by Myers, and there'll be no further play. 14-14 left to go. Still a minute 12 on the power play. Boy, when you win the faceoff on the power play, it just seems like the power play is so long. I feel like they've been on the power play for over 2 minutes already, but it's only been 48 seconds. If my math is correct. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, like Tony Stark, it always is. This off one by Somang, back to the blue line. Sliding across. Over the stick there of Gandy. Gandy will retrace his steps there. Dempsey did a nice job to win it out to center. And Connor Dempsey really playing his best hockey of his career in this broadcaster's humble opinion here this weekend. So he'll carry it over into California. He really looks good. Here's Dempsey now protecting the puck. Dempsey behind the net. Dempsey coming out with it. Short-handed, slid across in front, Croteau! And a big stop there as Lucier got the glove on that. Croteau looking for his second short-handed goal here of the morning. And have we crossed over to afternoon now? I believe we have. Yes, we are in the afternoon hours, I believe. Not, we're pretty darn close. Did we make it? No, oh, it's still morning. All right, good. Well, if you promise you do something for somebody in the morning, you still got time. Just make sure you bring the phone with you so you keep an eye on the game. But you better hurry up. You got about 5.5 minutes. Anyway, I digress. 30 seconds left to go. Morrison at center ice wins the draw back to Frazier. Frazier backpedaling. Frazier milking the clock. Frazier sends it all the way down on net. Waffle save there by Lucier. 15 seconds left to go on the power play for Somang. 13 minutes left to go in the affair. 2-1 to score. It was 2-0 when they emerged from the locker room. And a nifty play there by Morrison at center ice. Morrison will touch it ahead. Croteau. Croteau reaching for it. Croteau got that shot away. Wow. Oh, he got that shot away. Good silky smooth hands there by Samuel Croteau. And that one comes down low. Watch the ball. Gets chopped at there by Peruvi as he goes by. 12:50 remaining here in regulation. Wholesale changes now for the Norwich Hockey Club. And take the draw there. Was that Harrell? Yep, I believe it's a 2. He's got that jersey tucked in there. Alan Harrell pushing forward. Right there with Santander. And Coty Tardif. Sit there by Santander. Comes back for Caron. Going to the blue line and slide over. Langlois did a nice job to keep it in. He got it down low. Here for Carell. Carell tried to slide it in front there. Turned over now. Santander letting the shot go. Can't lose Carell letting the shot go. And that just failed to clip. Back the other way now. Here comes Somang. A little bit of a wrestling match going on in the corner still. And finally, the ref blows the whistle there. The ref waited a little bit there as he was standing over the two players. That was Vasey. He's working over Harrell in the corner. Is Harrell going to cross-checking and interference? Or holding? Yeah. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the opinion of the off-ice officials. Chris Preston and I will keep it PG. It's a family affair here on the show.
He said fudge, I promise.
I'm not allowed fudge. All right, so face off at center ice. It's going to be still 5-on-5, so no power play there. But if you're going to give no power play, then why let the boys go at it for that long? Just blow it dead and say, all right, you both got to get out of here 2 minutes each for rough. Anyway, I digress. Over the blue line now. Stepping to the outside with it. Sending it down low was Harris. A little bit of give and go. Chance in front. Nice stop. The rebound. Covered up. Oh, the waffle there. Connor Myers. Under 12 minutes to go now in regulation. 2-1. Here's your score. You're watching NHC hockey here on the Solar. We will be back next season for our 4th season covering Norwich Hockey Club as it bounces around dangerously, finally covered up there by the goalkeeper. And as I've been very excited to announce all year long, we will also be broadcasting Norwich Hockey Club girls team next year, or their home games right here at the Rose Garden. Very excited for the girls program. My daughter Sophie, I'm privileged to be on the inaugural girls team. She'll be a sophomore next year. Number 5 in the school. Cannot wait. Boys headed to nationals for the 2nd straight season here this year, and just tell you, an organization in the franchise that 3.5 years ago did not exist. With Sheehan, with Wilfred, and everybody involved, really done a tremendous job, and the program continues to grow and flourish. It's become a pillar here at the Rose Garden. Many better things to come. And 2-1 is the score here. Dempsey on it there. Dempsey sending around for Langlois. Langlois. Langlois getting the puck out to center. Oh, excuse me, I apologize. It's not Langlois. It's Ceremonies Bell. After Ceremonies Bell, I apologize. The 20 and the 9 look very similar. 20 and 9. The old broadcaster. These old odds. Under 11 minutes to go now. 2-1 is your score. The final home game for the 24-25 campaign here for the Norwich Hockey Club. Played about 60 games this year. Maybe more. Probably close to 70. And Carafel leaning in to take the draw. And sent behind the net now. Dorr will send it hard around. Pateau had to play red, but it took an unfortunate bounce from his perspective. Off the glass. The Carafel's been having a fantastic weekend. In on the forecheck and back the other way now. Somang sending it in, steered aside. And picked up among the boards there by Gandy. Gandy sending it behind the net for Fontana Ross. And Ross lost a handle on it. Watch the ball over, trying to dig it loose. They got Rafael in the neighborhood. He's digging and mucking. Shills trying to get it loose, couldn't do so. Turned on there by Gandy. And he's cycling it. Behind where it goes now. Brought around. Cleared and kept in, though, by Dorr. And right back to Dorr. Dorr cutting to the cooker. Dorr pulled down. No call there. Archibald gets a chunk of his man. And a big hit there behind the play. And back the other way now. De Carafella 2-on-1 at the dot. Walks in, pulls the trigger. Big stop there. Slid across. Carafella as the shot go. Glove save. Archibald on the rebound. 2 dazzling stops there by Lucier. And that one deflected off the roof and ended up almost in the net. Oh my goodness. You wouldn't have counted, but what are the odds? Oh, Lucier with a couple of big saves there for Somang. As De Carafel broke out down the right wing on a 2-on-1. And now it's Langlois at the right point. The left point is Jerome. Amazial is. I haven't seen Amazial this period. Hope he's okay. He took that shot before. There's Meyrano. Good to see Sheldon back out there. I was hoping he just got the wind really knocked out of him. Langlois lets the shot go. Doesn't get through. And Meyrano. Oh boy, I tell you, that kid is tough. Back out there after being rammed in the head by a billy goat. Here's a chance now. They score! Getting the puck down low and deflecting it home. Charles Mirier. And Somang has climbed all the way back with 2 unanswered goals here in the second stanza, tying the affair with 9 minutes and 21 seconds left to play. 2-2 is your score. Preston, I think both goals, and I'm just guessing here, just making things up here, but felt like to me a little bit like Norwich just let up a little bit on both goals, like for a split second.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt like the goalie, and I don't know if it's still, I don't know who it is right now, but I felt like he's been left out high and dry, and those backdoor tap-ins, if you have someone there, there's a good solid chance those are going in, as you have no help to pick up that person to at least block that shot or contest that shot. So I feel like they definitely let their foot off the gas here.
Just for a split second on both goals, feel like they let up. Against a good team like Somang, split seconds in eternity. Well, good to see Amazial out there, but lost a hand on it. And quickly now walking in on the backhand. Amazial comes back and like Superman dives and breaks up the play. Oh, Crypto would be pleased. Back at the Fortress of Solitude, tuning in there. A Superman-esque play there by Marcus Amazial. Amazial on it in the corner. Cannot wait for Superman in July. Here's a quick shot off the outside of the post and all the way down. Superman, Jurassic Park, and Happy Gilmore all this July, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be busy. Getting my popcorn ready. Cannot wait for all three. There's another big movie coming out in July. Maybe the Thunderbolts? I don't know, but definitely Superman. That's the one I'm looking forward to more than anything. Back the other way now. Here comes Norwich through the neutral zone, sliding it over. Knocking off the stick there quickly of Cote Tardif. Tardif behind the net, trying to get it out in front. And that one goes off the glass, off the ceiling, and out of play. Under 8 minutes left to go here in the third and final stanza. 2-2. Well, maybe not the final stanza. And soon, we will be playing overtime. Face off deep in the Somang zone, rolls to the goalkeeper. Boussier will cover up. Under 8 minutes to go now. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. They usually do play overtime, but there's so many different leagues and rules. I meant to ask somebody. Did not take Snoop's advice. It's always a bad idea not to take Snoop's advice most of the time. And on it now, Santander. Seeing Santander. Sending it up for Cote Tardif. Tardif down the right wing. Couldn't get to it, but Archibald will retreat now. Archibald's been playing pretty much the second half of this game on D. Normally a forward, but we saw Pazzalia yesterday play forward, normally a defenseman. So Coach Sheehan mixing things up here as they head into nationals a little bit. Looking to head out there as healthy as possible. Hopefully Vines will be able to make it. Shipping up last night pretty good. 7:15 left to go here in this affair. 2-2 is the score. Two good games here. We've really been privy to, Preston. It's some high-level hockey.
Absolutely. Both these teams are playing pretty solid now. After the first period, after they got that little bit of sluggishness out of them, I think they both have been starting to click more.
Yeah, perhaps both teams were out late last night.
Who knows?
You never know. These things happen. Sent all the way down. And icing is the call. Under 7 minutes to play, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2 is the score. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday morning now into afternoon. A fantastic Sunday brunch. So now you're bringing out, the other trays. Now you're bringing out the pasties. Variety of cured meats. Still might have a flapjack out there, of course. Now you might be switching over to a Cremona Premier or Michelob Ultra or whatever it is that keeps you sexy. Perhaps a Molson to our friends north of the border. You moved on. The mimosa is down. The Bloody Mary. Still some in there. You might have another one later. We'll see. Well, we used to say in college, Preston, you can't drink all day if we don't start in the morning. It's just math. Not along. Up to the blue line he goes now. A 2-on-1 developing here. Here comes Page. Page stepping to the outside, drops it off, got a man, got it back. A dazzling stop right there as Verts run it beautifully, slid over, and closed the back door. Once again, they were going for that backdoor tap in to Preston. Myers, wow, what a save.
The backdoor tap-ins have been working, so they're going to keep going with it.
Page running to there as Jeremy Caron lines him up and then finishes him off, working him over, and now sending him out of the ring there. As it looking like the Royal Rumble trying to send the man over the boards. Now they got to be careful though, Norwich. If anybody gets expelled from this game, they'll be suspended in game 1 of the Nationals. So they got to chill out there as Caron laid the lumber into the man at the blue line, then laid the lumber into the man over by the boards, and then tried to lift the man and get him out of the ring. Of course, I frown upon such things, Preston. What a play there by Caron. All right, we'll see here what the refs have to say about it. The first hit was clean. The second hit was clean. And
the chops after weren't clean, but that's all right.
The rest.
Both teams are chopping, so.
He did try to put the man in the bench, though. The puck wasn't there. That's got to be some sort of violation.
Yeah.
These things happen, though.
Yep, absolutely.
Caron in the sin bin there, 2 minutes, I believe, for attempted leg lift. The initial hit was beautiful, though. Even the second hit was fun. It was the extracurricular activity that landed him in the sin bin, and I can't really argue with that call.
Yeah.
I got to be honest.
That was a solid call.
Well, at least nobody got ejected. That's the most way. No one can get ejected for Norwich. They can't. I mean, they can, but they got to make sure that doesn't happen because they will be suspended for the first game of Nationals if that happens. I've got that on good authority. So a power play now for Somang. Vasilius. He's going to get it back. Dempsey getting the stick there. Dempsey's penalty killing, too, is really improved. Look what I'm seeing from Tommy. There's a chance down low, deflected at the side of the net. And now Gandy circling the wagons. Gandy hounded there by Langlois. Back to the blue line. That one deflected on the way in and went over the crossbar. Vasilius pinching down low. Got it. Here's Page. Page walking up. Blocked out high there by Langlois. Comes loose. Amaziao got it to the blue line. Burke and Amaziao meet. Burke ends up with the puck, turning, wheeling, and got it off the glass and all the way down. Turn to Lucier coming out to play it. Out for Houle. Matthew Cool. Chased behind the net there by Dempsey. Houle down the right wing with speed over the blue line. Forced to the outside. Amaziao will let him run. Frazier waits for him there. And Frazier off the glass and all the way down. Again, perfect team defense there. As Dempsey flushed him out, followed him, forced him wide. Amaziao forced him wide behind the net. And behind the net, Frazier waiting for him there. Poke checked it away, and the puck down at the other goal line. Perfect. And in the end there, Morrison got a chunk of his man skating through the check goes Green. Green over the blue line. Let's the shot go. Myers with the stop there. There'll be no further play. Under 5 minutes to go now. 2-2 is the score. 43 seconds remaining on the power play for Somang. What an affair. Two fantastic affairs we have been privy to. Last night's cut short ended in a tie. Tonight, here we are again, 2-2. With under 5 minutes to go. It's deja vu all over again as the great Yogi Berra wants it. That comes out to the blue line, stepping up. Frazier run into there, and then Verano comes over and didn't appreciate it. Morrison getting worked over at the bench. No penalties called. Now Frazier sends his man flying, and we're going to get a cross check on Frazier. At the blue line, as that one, that was a sequence there. He's got a little heated. So it's going to be a two-man advantage here, though, most importantly. No Somang is Frazier. Into the sin bin, 2 minutes for cross-checking. He doesn't seem pleased about it. So a two-man advantage for 14 seconds. With 4:22 left to go here in a tied affair. A huge face-off here. De Carafel against Page. De Carafel won the draw, but it just lied there. Page on the backhand, diving the block, it got to the rebound. Beautiful play there by Archibald. Back to the blue line. 5 seconds left on a two-man advantage. Down low, letting the shot go. Big stop, the rebound. And it's a 5-on-4 as Caron is back out of the sin bin. Amy Caron getting to it there. Back to the blue line. Doesn't get out. Deflected. Myers the stop, and there'll be no further play. 1:36 left to go in the power play. Under 4 minutes to go here in regulation. Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what. I would pay a lot of American dollars. I'd play plenty of loonies and toonies. I would even pay Bitcoin to see a 7-game series between these two. I don't know if I want to get rid of my Bitcoin. Vasilius now walking in. Waffle save there, straight up in the air. Lands and sent all the way down. Minute 23 left to go here. On the power play, 3:40 in the affair. Somang trying to get things going in their own zone. Norwich with the layered penalty kill attack there. LaFont Champagne, Cornelius down the left wing. Cornelius sending it hard around. Pinching and keeping the puck in. Behind the net it goes now. Amazial into the corner. Amazial chopping at it, couldn't get it out. Page keeping it in. 3:16 left to go because Stone Cold said so. Cornelius got it back. They will send it over. Letting the shot go, deflected right over the waffle. Cornelius will keep it in. Cornelius back for Houle. Houle will slide it over. A lot of room on the right wing, letting the shot go. Deflected off the glass. Cornelius will track it down. He slid it over. C-button one-timer. That just missed. Amazial gets to it. Cleared. Can't get it out. Cornelius kicks it to himself. Wearing number 10, looking like a soccer star. Love that in midair there by the goaltender Myers, and there'll be no further play. 24 seconds left to go in the power play. 2:45 left to go in regulation. It doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. Boulanger leaning in. And take the draw against Dempsey. Dempsey won the draw again. Dempsey 2 for 2 in the faceoff dot today. Slid across. Big waffle save there. The rebound. Burke will get to it and send it all the way down. Oh, that was not an easy save as he was headed to his left and had to waffle it back to his right. A dazzling stop there by Connor Myers. 5 seconds left to go in the power play. 2:20 in the affair. Down the right wing with speed. Over the blue line. Forced wide. Got it out in front. Deflected off the leg of Archibald. Getting to it now, Norwich. And the penalty is over. They've killed it off. Here's Morrison. Morrison fighting through the check. Morrison trying to sell it. The off-ice officials have called it. The on-ice officials do not agree. Morrison looking a little bit like Thornton Mellon there. The Piers of Atlantic City attempting the triple Lindy but couldn't sell it to the official. Langlois works his man over. The puck comes loose and away comes Norwich now down the right wing. Dempsey. Dempsey over the blue line. Dempsey looking. Dropping it off for Burke. Didn't connect there with Burke and sent all the way down. Oh, Burke takes that puck. He's got room. Just didn't make it to him. Icing is the call with 1:39 left to go in regulation. 2-2 is the score. Preston, it doesn't get any better than this.
Absolutely not. Games like this are what you live for, especially being the player on the ice. You're looking to be that hero.
Oh, absolutely. Is there a hero out there for Norwich today? Morrison, the senior, on senior weekend, wins the draw. Amazial. Amazial, you send it down low. It turns around there. Roger in the corner. Somang coming away with it. Nice job by Morrison to track it down, causing the turnover. Walking in, pulling the trigger. Just wide there. That was Meirano. The opportunity there. Gandy sending it up quickly now. Down the left wing with speed. Trying to hop to the outside. Carrying the puck in. Mayhem gloved out of midair by the keeper. 1:15 left to go here in regulation. The Sunday brunch matinee special. Magnifique. I've been working on my French, ladies and gentlemen. Leaning in his Page now against De Carafel. Face-off won by De Carafel. Langlois off the glass, but that's not going to get out. Oh, unforced error there, and gobbled up like a biscuit on Thanksgiving by the goalkeeper. Dips it into the gravy, picks up a couple of kernels of corn, hands it over to the official. Always tell when the broadcaster's getting hungry. Page. Lost the face-off there to De Carafel. Another face-off win by Norwich. Lafon Champagne trying to get it out. Does make its way to Courteau. Courteau with the blue line. Nice job to stay on sides. He'll dump it in and force the face-off with 1 minute left to go here in regulation. Like I said, I believe there's overtime, but you know, I believe a lot of things that I can't prove. It's okay. No, you're good, you're good, you're good. It'll come back on. There we go. It'll come back on. I face off in deep. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Our court today just a little bit of a headache. It'll go. Face off one by Norris. Back to the blue line. Caron lets the shot go. Courteau deflected it. And bouncing puck now. And away they come with it. Back the other way now. Somang. Over the blue line. Trying to saucer across. Good stick. There in the passing lane. Caron. They send it up now. Lafon Champagne lost the handle on it. 35 seconds left to go here in regulation. Off the boards and out to center. Sent back in by Merger. And now Jeremy Caron. Caron on the backhand. For Lafon Champagne. Lafon Champagne with 22 seconds left to go. Got Dempsey up on the right wing. Got it to him. Dempsey hard across. A little bit behind there and sent in by De Carafel. 15 seconds left to go here in regulation. Or perhaps the game. I apologize for not knowing. That's a bad job on my part. Over the blue line, stepping to the outside. Caron using his long pterodactyl-esque reach to break it up. And there's the buzzer. And regulation has come to a close. We'll see here. It's 5-on-5 overtime, 3-on-3 overtime. What in fact is going to happen? Oh, is that it? That might be it. Again, I apologize for not knowing. But it looks like Norwich is sending everybody over the board, so I don't know. They don't seem like they're playing. No, that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. So this one's going to end in a tie. There will not be overtime played here today. So, well, after just about 2 full games of hockey, Preston, the score is still 2-2.
History repeats itself.
Unbelievable. I guess 4-4 technically would be.
Yeah.
Would technically be correct, but boy, oh boy, what can you say? Just 2 great games that we got to see this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And they maybe, I have a feeling that they maybe added the extra 2 minutes on the end of the third period because of the 2 minutes remaining yesterday. Maybe they wanted to give it that extra time. Maybe try to find a game like this to come out and see if something happens. So.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, I forgot about the extra 2 minutes. Yeah, I totally forgot about
that's the only reason I can think of. So I'm not 100% sure, but it might be the reason why.
Well, you said it with confidence, so I believe you. My grandfather always said, if you say things with confidence, you'd be surprised how many people believe what you're saying.
Yeah,
so
for
you did
sure.
A great job there, Preston. Well, Preston, this is going to end our broadcast season. I want to thank you so much. You did such a great job for us all season long, for the Seahawks, Norwich, the Coast Guard, everything. You've been my color man, play-by-play man. You did a great job. It's been a privilege having you here. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts about your job this season. And I want to say thank you so much to the Norwich Hockey Club, to the boys, to the families, to the coaches. I want to wish them the absolute best as they head out to California in a couple of weeks for Nationals. And I just want to thank them so much for the privilege to be able to cover these games here for their first 3 seasons and well into the future, and the privilege of my daughter having the opportunity to play for the Norwich Hockey Club girls. It's just right here locally, 10 minutes from the house. It's just an absolute dream come true. So I want to thank them so much. I want to thank the boys, the coaches, the managers, everybody. It's just a first-class organization, top to bottom, and it's just a privilege to be a small part of it. And good luck, boys, out in California, and for all the families and everybody at home. Thank you so much from me, Michelle, and everybody here at Solu for the privilege to be able to bring you these games. And what an affair we had today. So 2-2 is your final. And I wish everybody nothing but happiness, health, peace, and success in everywhere they go the rest of their days. So that's going to conclude our broadcast year here on the Solu Broadcasting Network. And it ends, I guess, apropos in a tie. 2-2 is your final. We'll see you all again next year here on the Solu. And good luck, boys, out in California. Good night, everybody.